Well, hello. Welcome to Art and Soul Insider with Barbara Lynn Burns. Welcome. Today, like every day, we cover a featured art supply and we have a guided meditation. Then we do an art project and then we end it off with an oracle reading. So the oracle reading is just basically one card and it sets you off for the rest of the day and week. So if this interests you, please like and subscribe. So to carry on with it all, everything is time stamped. So say you don't have time to watch the whole thing, you can just go to the guided meditation if you need the guided meditation at that moment. It works perfectly. I love timestamps. So today what we're going to do, it's part 2 continuation of the abstract multimedia or mixed media, quads. And this is part 2. This is where we're going to be putting the details onto the work. I've got a really short but sweet guided meditation, some neat supplies, and naturally the project. So hang on tight, and here we go. So here we are for the featured supply. It's not necessarily one supply. This is going to be when I'm doing an abstract on a smaller scale, okay? These are the things that I like to add to the artwork, just to add in details, to bring out the colors more, those type of things. So, yeah, we'll have a look at that today. So, first things first, and in our video to follow in the art project, these are some of the things I used. So, the first couple. So, the first ones were, these are considered archival ink. So these are pens that you can, they're disposable. So once you're done with it, you can throw them out. And they come in a variety of sizes. Okay, so that's really nice. These are the originals as such. They're called Sakura Pigma Microns. Right? Okay, so there's those. These ones I got from Temu. Okay, they are the same thing, just Temu brand, Ganya, and a lot more of a variety here. Okay, you see all those numbers? Yeah, so you can get a variety of sizes. Also, gel pens, okay, are wonderful for adding little details on the smaller works of art, I find. They work really well. Good old, just a regular pen. If you don't have a specialty archival ink pen, as I was showing you, no worries. You can just use a regular pen. Also, good old Sharpies, right? So you've got the Sharpies that come to a point like that. There's Sharpies that are thicker, okay? And then there's the Sharpies that are like a pen. I just realized I forgot it, and it's right here. There we go. So that's what you have there. So next one that I've used as well in this project today, I used pencil crayons. To add a little more color, I used pencil crayons to actually show, make designs that weren't there to begin with. I added pencil crayon color on top. Okay, so that's another one you can do. Now the rest that I'm going to show you, I did not use in the work, but these are detailing things that you can use. So these are considered acrylic inks. So they're acrylic paint, but they actually are very, very liquidy. You shake them up really nice and good. There we go. And see, it comes a little dropper. And I use a stylus and a nib for this. You can also use a paintbrush. These are great for adding detail. These come in a variety of colors. variety, really good. And speaking of acrylic inks, but a little different, you can even get them pearlized, right? Or metallic looking. These come in a variety of colors. This is by, who is this by? I don't know who this is by. Pearlescent? I thought it was someone else. Oh, it's Daler Rowney. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, there you go. So again, they come in different colors in this pearlescence. This can be added for detail. Another option, acrylic marker pens, okay? So these are a little thicker. These more are like, you know, that nib. These ones are also, this one's like a brush, okay? So you can fill in larger areas with these, and these ones are smaller. These ones are a little different. You have to shake them up really good, and then you press the pen to activate it, and there it goes. And so these are more for smaller details, but they work just as fine. So lots of options here, isn't there? Now, if you want some deepness, you can add charcoal. Okay, now I don't have the charcoal blocks, you know, so these are actually tinted charcoals. I mean, so they come in a variety of colors. So you have, you know, you have the green, the blue, kind of the mauvey colors. They got lots of browns. You've got a white. These are wonderful mark making for detailing. The only thing is you'd want to probably spray this after you're done, because this can be rubbed off. Okay, so there's that. And then last but not least option is using a water-soluble color. So water-soluble color is these watercolor pencils. Okay, so you have the pencils here. You just put them down. You can leave them like a pencil crayon, or you can add water to add more color to your work. It's truly dependent on what you have underneath it and naturally how it's going to work. And then these are the new NeoColors too, which I just love and adore. So there you go. Lots of options for you to put details on top of your artwork. So the sky's the limit, guys. It's great. Okay, now is the guided meditation part. This is a short but sweet little guided meditation that can really be used even after I do this. This is one that you can remember easily, and it just focuses on your breathing and an imagined oasis. So I suggest you close your eyes while we do this, and if you need to leave your eyes open because you do not want to close your eyes, that is understandable. That is why I have the picture here. This picture is for you to look at and to see while you close your eyes as much as you feel comfortable and gaze at this. So that way you're focused on this and not by any other distractions that are going to be happening around you. So with that, this work, I will put what video it is right up here in the corner here for you to look at if you're interested in it, because we have done this work before, and you're welcome to have a look at it after, or you could do it now, the guided meditation. So sit back or lie down, relax, and close your eyes. Picture a happy place. Picture a relaxing place, like a beach, a mountaintop, a forest, a long meandering path with a tree-covered path, or anywhere you find peace. Imagine what you see. Imagine what you hear. And imagine what you smell in your imagined oasis. And start to breathe in slowly, allowing the air to fill your lungs, and hold your breath for a moment and slowly release your breath as you continue to picture your happy, relaxing place. So breathe in, hold, exhale. Breathe in, hold, and exhale fully. Breathe in, hold, and exhale. Breathe in, hold, and exhale. Breathe in, hold, and exhale. Continue breathing as you continue to picture your surroundings. What do you hear there? What do you see? What do you smell? As you take another breath, feel any tension you're holding on to drain from your muscles. As you breathe in and out, let go of any negative thoughts from the day. Free your mind of worry as you continue to picture your happy place. Draw from the serenity of this moment. Allow the calmness of your imagined oasis wash over your worries and drain the tension from your muscles. Breathe in, hold, exhale. Breathe in, hold, and exhale. Breathe in, hold, and exhale. Visit here again whenever you like to relax and to instill a sense of calm. You can also visit other areas you find relaxing. The choice is yours. But remember, you can always come back for an escape from the tension and stress of everyday life. And with that, open your eyes and stretch. I love that one. It's short, it's sweet, and I use it often I'll use it if I'm in traffic and, waiting on a light to turn. I don't close my eyes, but I imagine an oasis, a happy place that's relaxing for me. And I see it, I smell it, I listen to what kind of sounds could be there. And then I deep breathe as well. So I'll be very mindful of my breathing. I'll do my deep breathing. I'm breathing in and then holding and then exhaling. What this does, number one, it slows your breath down naturally. Number two, it focuses you on your breath. And three, by doing those things, it helps ground you in the present moment. And what also helps is when you imagine your happy place and you're doing your breathing, again, you are grounded in this moment so that no other thoughts can seep in. And it really does ground you. And I come away, even if it's just for 4 breath rounds, right? Only for those, but I feel refreshed. Little time as that can make a difference in my day. I sometimes even do this when I'm on the toilet at work. I'll just take and do 2 or 3 deep breaths with an imagined oasis and then open my eyes and then continue on the day. It really, really works. So, that's what's perfect about something so small like this. You can do it anytime, anywhere, and you can remember how to do it, right? So that is the bonus. So again, everything's time-stamped. So if you want to come back and listen to this again, just go to the timestamp under the written description and you will see the time. So with that, let's get going on our project. Hi there, just a quick note before we begin. I want to kind of remind you what we did last week. So last week we laid the basics, the bottom layer of color for all 4 of our quads, okay? Then what we did is we did work on the number 1 one. So now this week we're going to finish number 2, 3, and 4. We are going to be using some of the materials I showed you in the featured supplies to add details to this work and to finish it up. And with that, then we'll be done. And what's really great is these can be cut and presented in different ways. So you could have 4 pictures, you could have a pair of 2 pictures each, or you could have singles of them. So it's all up to you how you'd like to present them. But I just want to let you know we're doing part 2 today. And if you said, oh, this is part 2, well, there's a part 1. And you can go ahead and watch that if you so desire before you head into this one. So here we go. I'm going to fill this space up. And how I filled the space up last time was with ecemic writing. Now, if you don't know what ecemic writing is, I have a video that I think I just did recently. And what I'll do is I'll put the link or put the video right up here, okay, for you to see. And so it was really cool. So let's just, I want to get this going here because I want to practice it first before I put it on here. So ecemic writing is writing that looks like writing, but it's not, okay? It's, I did this when I was younger. I pretended, I was like thinking grade 2, and I didn't know how to write. I knew how to print, but I would just pretend I knew how to write. So that's what I did, is I pretended, okay? So this is pretend writing. It has no meaning at all. It's just gibberish. If you were talking, you know, it'd be gibberish, but writing, it's called asemic writing. So what you want to be aware of is you want to have some periods every now and again, and you want to have some higher letters, and you want some lower letters. You know, how these are kind of, oh boy, I am flickering. You see that? Yeah. Okay. Well, I've got two big strong lights, so hopefully, yeah, it might be going. Anyways, here we are. So we want some high letters and we want some lower letters, right? So start with a capital letter of something. And do your dots for, you know, I's or J's or whatever, because we recognize that. And make some long, make some short. Okay, so really you're trying to look like you're doing a doctor's writing. You know how they say doctor's writings are just horrible? Well, that's what we're trying to do. Or my brother's writing. My brother's writing was very unlegible. People used to, if they were near me, they would come and say, what did he write here? So I'm going to do some writing here. Oh. It's not liking this. Oh, even if it doesn't show up that well. Oh boy. Let's try. None of these pens work. We don't know until we try. Nope, that's not going to work. I might have to resort to pencil. Pencil will work. I'm just pressing harder. Black would be better because it is actually already in the, you know, the visual. But, oh well. So there's one almost done. Now I'm going to take the gold. Because it's warm, I'm going to be using gold and not silver. Silver looks really nice with cool colors. Warm looks nice with gold. So I'm going to take this gold and just do some detailing. My lesson here, very interesting. This is a learning curve for me. It does not like when I use too much of the NeoColor. Very interesting. I've learned something new today. Based on my previous work, right, that she loved and wanted to see, I did that one much lighter. More of a wash kind of thing. The colors were still vibrant, but this time it's really vibrant. That means there's more material on here. So the more material and the waxy substance just says, no, it's too waxy for me. I'm just going to go and get my watercolor gold. There we go. Got me some time to sit and everything. I've got a really not so good chair. The rollers aren't working that well. So I've got my colors here. I'm going to be using the gold. The silver won't work. I don't have silver. Do I have silver paint? I have silver acrylic paint. Yeah, so I'll use that. Okay. Thinking on the go. That's what creativity is all about, right? Here you have actually witnessed me being kind of stumped, right? This is because the materials were different. I used them differently. So therefore, the aftermath has been different. So it's been a learning experience, which I love, because that means I didn't know all that had to do with the work or the material. That is really cool. Let's use this gold. This is a little too light. This one's too bronzy, kind of. This one is lovely, I think. And it'll show up well. And these are way too light. Okay, so I'm just taking my brush, loading it with paint, and I'm going to go in here. I wish I had it. Oh, I do have a silver. I was thinking watercolors again, but I do. There we go. Just adds a little extra warmth, which, I mean, it's pretty warm to begin with. Now what's going to be a little different is in the dots, I'm going to do a dot of gold. Now I might have to do two times, right, in order for it to show up. Because the dots are smaller, I'm thinking I might need a smaller brush, but let's try. We don't know until we try. So we don't want the paint too wet, because that means, well, we'll have to do more coats. And the more coats you do, the more chance you might mess it up. Now I'm going to start on this side compared to here, because you see where my hand is, right? If I do this, I'll have to switch around the paper and all that, which is no problem. But always, if you're starting with the material and you're going to use some of it over on the other side, if you're right-handed, just be aware of that, right? So even here, I shouldn't have painted that first, but there we go. Doing just dots. So I might have to feed my brush a little bit more often. There you go. That's working. It's the right thickness. Now, it's naturally going to dry out because that's what happens with water. It evaporates. So I'll have to make some more and, you know, experiment with it again. So the important thing is when you are faced with something that didn't go your way, right? You wanted it to be different, whether it be different visually, different, well, just different, right? Like here. It's important that you carry on. Now, you might be so frustrated that it didn't work out that you might need a break. So I encourage you to take a break, you know, but I also encourage you not to stop the work just because you hit a road bump, right? Road bumps can be jarring, right, to us, but they're opportunity just for us to slow down, right, and then examine the situation and go from there. So that's how I view what happened to me here. So now I know. That is wonderful. I'm glad I learned that. And I'm glad I learned it in front of you. Because I think sometimes when you come on video, you think, oh, this person knows it all. And they, you know, but I'm still learning about my materials and all that. Like, and as you can see by how new my NeoColors are, I haven't really used them that much. But I learned something new about the material today. And especially, you know, like I like to layer things, right? I like to go back and like do what we're doing here, building the image up, which I mean, you have to do with most work anyways. But this, yeah, this was new. Lesson learned, file it away, right? And just carry on. So this just adds a little bit of something extra. And I think that's why I love the metallic so much. Because it catches your eye. Because it's a contrast, first of all, because it's a metallic. And then this is just, it's just so pretty. Sometimes you need another coat. There you go. Okay, so one is done. Now what I'm going to do is I might well, I probably will because it'll take some time. I'll fast forward it. It's not going to be too long, right? So let's do that. And yeah, we'll see you at the other end. Okay, there we are. Not liking. Oh, let's take it off. Take this off. Okay. Oh, where are we? Here we go. Carefully remove your tape. Remember, tape is wanting to stick. So, but look at those nice crisp lines. Oh, I did this first. Right. Okay. There we go. Did I do this first? Which is on top? This is on top. Okay. We got to figure out the layers, don't we? Here. Okay. So these can be displayed in different ways. If you're wanting to frame this, it can be framed just as it is. Okay, so there's one way to frame it. Second way to frame it, okay, you'll need, if you're leaving it like this, you'll sign your name bottom right hand corner, you know, on this. Now, second way to frame it is to do them in pairs. So the pairs could go like this, right? Or the pairs could go like this. So that's another option. And then the third option was to hang each individually by themselves. So if you're doing them each individually, they need to be signed bottom right-hand corner. Okay, so different options. If you fall in love with these and you want them on your wall, there's possibilities in the way you can display them, which is kind of exciting, you know, when you do your work like that. Now I can take this one off. So, again, sign your work, bottom right-hand corner. Again, if this is being displayed as one work, then only your signature will be needed here, okay? If it's going as two works, say it's this way, right? And this way, you're going to sign bottom right-hand corner here, bottom right corner here. If they're done this way, right? You're going to sign bottom right-hand corner here and bottom right-hand corner here. And then if they're all individually, then you sign bottom right-hand corner each and every one of them. So we had to adjust with what we were doing. So to get my blacks, I got I used Sharpies, okay? Well, I used a whole bunch of different blacks, okay? Started off with this, then went to this, then went to this, and Sharpie here, okay? And I even did black with pencil crayon. So, lots of different variations. It's a finding the one that works, right? Critiquing the work. What I wish showed up better was my writing. I wish it was black. The reason why is because we don't have anything else in the work that color of pencil anywhere. So I guess we could add it to the circle, but I think it's too late now to do that. So, yeah. So that's the only thing. Like, I think it's really, it's a funky piece of artwork, right? Like, they're really different and very cool. And I really believe these could be very meditative. Like, you just do a whole slew of these and you just play and be in the zone. And wonderful form of relaxation, okay? You could really work a sense of mindfulness with it as well. So there you go. There's the work. I'm going to try and hold each one up a little closer. Okay. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed this one. I know I learned something new, which I love. And yeah, really kind of funky. So thank you so much for suggesting this one. I had really a lot of fun playing with it again. Okay, so we're done, but I thought you know, I was talking about this other work, but I never showed it to you. So let me show it. I've got this piece, okay, and there we go. Okay, so here is the piece we did today, okay? And here is the piece that I did before. See how much lighter it is? Okay, it's not as intense. Well, let's go. Oh, it's over here. Well, this one is much more intense. So again, what kind of made it a little tricky was, again, I built up on this one the colors too much, okay? Should have been a little lighter. But again, you know, just played. I altered things a bit, played around, but there you go. There's the two. Which one do you like better? The first one that she saw and liked, or do you like this one where the colors are a little more intense? Yeah, interesting. Which one? Okay, so here we are at our oracle reading. We are going to be using the Wild Offering Oracle. It's a 52 card deck on Giving It All to God by Tosha Silver, art by Katie Daisy. Now, I mentioned last week, some people might have an issue with the word God. God can mean many things to many people. Myself, I came from a very toxic religious setting, and the fact that the church that I went to had a lot of cult-like markers. So it really didn't number with the word God for me. So there can be other words if you still believe in a higher being. Even if you don't believe in a higher being, you can still go with these cards and adjust them accordingly. So, words for God: universe, higher spirit, Allah, right? There's been people that called God Allah. Did I mention universe? Great Mother Earth. Yeah, so just there's numerous ones, and you are going to find one that fits with you the best. Okay, so let's get going with that. She also, and I didn't have the book downstairs when I had this, but Tosha Silver actually wrote this beautiful book. This is called The Outrageous Openness, Letting the Divine Take the Lead. I liked this book so much that I had it in paperback, and then I got the hardcover. So there's no marking, nothing in here yet. I'm going to go back and reread it again because I really enjoyed it. Just little moments of inspiration and things that make you go, thinking about. So here's an example. Signs of the tide, and then here, and here. That's it. These are so quick and easy to read. Look at that one is just that. The ease of flow, okay? That's, maybe 2 pages in total. When in doubt, clean. So again, arsenic on the rocks, right? Objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. No worry, send blessings. So really, really short but sweet ones. And, here is the good old contents, table of contents. So giving it all up, seeing the world as you, when in doubt, clean, own your power or someone else will, mundane miracles and other mysteries, be who you are, really, be what the world needs, romantic kismet, following the inner lead. Okay, so Outrageous Openness by Tosha Silver. So with that, Sorry, I hit the stand. These have, I forget who the god is, and I believe it's in the Hindu religion. There we go. And then they have a word and then little saying to go with it. So this is for someone who is watching this. What is shared could be something that it just hits you and you go, yes. Another option could be for all of us, okay? It could be for everyone. There could be something, a particular sentence that spoke to you. It could be something that small, but it touched you, okay? So what I'm going to do is pick a card, and I'm just going to turn them over, and I'm going to close my eyes. And what I do is I let my intuition guide me. So I'll lay them out flat, try and never do a really good smooth spread like that. They always clump together. But anyways, so I'm going to close my eyes. And what I do is I pass my hand across. Okay, I feel something there. And I just feel a pull or something like that. So, yeah, there was a pull here. So I'm going to choose something from right in here. I'm going to go kind of in the middle and go for the one on top. There we go. That's how I do it. You might have another way of doing for you. So this one, and there is only one, sometimes I pick two, is called feelings. Emotions want to be felt. You really can't surrender something until you deeply feel it. Allow me, dear divine, to offer all my emotions to you, feeling them fully so that they no longer hold me captive. Wow, that's some truth there. Well, from my life that I've experienced. I have experienced in my life where I have stuffed my feelings down, that they have been there, but I don't want to share them because I'm afraid how other people will respond if I get angry or if I get too sad, you know. So, those are usually the emotions that I've had issues in the past of expressing: my anger and my sadness. So what it's saying here is your emotions want to be felt. They are there because they're there. It's a natural thing. It's a natural thing to feel angry. It's a natural thing to feel disappointed. It's a natural thing to feel excited, happy, frustrated, angst, sadness, depression. These are things that are to be felt. And you can't say that you have your anger under control if you haven't really processed your anger, if you haven't really felt your anger. These emotions and all of our emotions need to be expressed because they have an energy to them. And what we do if we take our sadness or if we take our anger and we don't express it and we just push it down inside of ourselves, that energy is going to be in our body, and it's not going to be a very happy energy. And I have found in my own personal life that it comes back to me. Your body feels all the emotions you have. And so if you hold on to an emotion that can hurt you, such as anger, frustration, sadness, depression, if you hold on to these, they can do some real harm to your body, your soul, your emotions, your mental state, as well as physically hurt you. So please, 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 please find a way to express these emotions. What's helped me in the past has been I have a journal, and no one sees this journal except me. And in that journal, I express myself fully. So I take those emotions that are inside of me and I put them outside of myself onto the paper. So it's the act of putting out that emotion that helps me. Okay? And then what happens after? If I so feel the need to, I will then share that with someone else. And if these emotions are so strong and so heavy, I encourage you to seek help. And when I say seek help, be it a social worker, a psychologist, a psychiatrist, a counselor, anyone that can help you deal with your emotions. Okay? It's very important. So, yeah. So I'm just speaking from experience, and I just hope that it helps you. So please feel all your emotions, your happiness, your joy, your bliss, your excitedness, but also express the ones that we're a little more timid to express. They're emotions, and they need to be expressed. There you go. Feelings. There we are. We are done. I keep forgetting the order I put it. It is abstract, mixed media, quad. They are just so vibrant and just so powerful. And this was created, thanks to Jane. Jane requested, she saw this visual in a guided meditation that I did. And she said, I would like to know how to do that one. So I said, sure, no problem. And here it is. So again, if you see anything in the guided meditations that you like, please ask me and to do it. And I will be more than happy to put it on the program as such. So lots of stuff was covered today, and I found the oracle card was very touching and a good reminder to truly express ourselves. Because life that's what the beauty of being human, right? Is this beautiful body. It's full of energy, and it's full of energy in the feelings that we feel. So it's so important just to express those feelings. And I hope for those tough ones, and there are those tough emotions, that you can find peace in expressing them, whether through a private journal that's just for your eyes only, a trusted friend, or a professional, being a counselor, a psychologist, a psychiatrist, a social worker, any of those. Okay? So, and the reason why it's important is because you're important. And for you to be your best self is, the highest attainment that you can reach. And it takes time, but you just do one step at a time. And I thank you for taking this step today in taking care of yourself, in observing this project, the featured supply, the guided meditation, the oracle reading, and just listening to these final words of mine. So with that, I send you off with the greatest of love, peace, expression, and hope. May you have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. Love you. Bye-bye.